Okay, hi guys. I decided I was going to give you a bit of an update of what's going on since I built this bike. I'm trying to get an overall distance between charges, and so far I've done the very first time I went out on it, I went up to my sister's, which is about 8 miles there and 8 miles back. All the way there it's uphill. Most of the way there is uphill. So initially it was a learning curve, and I was using a lot. I mean, I went all up that hill. It's like 22 miles an hour, and in fact I blew a fuse because I underestimated how much current that motor draws when you're pushing up a very steep hill like that. I mean, it didn't have a problem getting up the hill, believe me, it went up there no problem. But it's my own fault, I didn't read what it said on the side of the controller. It said maximum rating 21 amps, and I thought, oh no, it's not going to get there. I put a 20 amp in it just to play safe, and it blew the fuse. So it's obviously drawing 21 amps when it's really, you know, pulling some power sort of thing. So I came back, changed the fuse, and then had another go up there. So that was 2 attempts up to my sister's. So that's 8 miles each way. That's 32 miles before we go, because I went there twice. As I say, and that was hammering the motor all uphill. So it wasn't bad. I still ran around to the shops, and I went to work, which is 2 miles away, and back again all week before I put it on charge. So it did a good, I don't know, 38 miles before the first charge. As I say, that was really sticking it to it, sort of thing. Plus some people had some joy rides on it, so they were hammering it as well. So since then I have now done more gentle riding, keeping within the speed limit of 15-16 miles an hour, just going up the average hills, nothing special really, and it did over 42 miles, and I'm still showing half battery. So I don't know how long it's going to stay like that, but so anyway, we'll go out for a little ride and see how we go, innit? So, but yeah, there's bags of power. I'm gonna take you down the park. It's a lovely day today, and the only thing I would say, one big error I did make. One big error I did make is when I got that's my brakes by the way, when I fitted the pedal, when I bought this kit, I bought the cheapest kit I could buy, which was slightly a mistake, because even though it's got pedal assist, it doesn't come with the controller for it, with that kit, and so it means I can't control the pedal assist. So when I start pedaling, I get a 4,000 watts, whoop, and off she goes. So it means it's still using far more battery than it needs to. And apart from that, because when you're pedaling, the pedal assist kicks in, and it's at its maximum setting, it goes way past what you can pedal at. You know, I can't pedal at 35 miles an hour. So yeah, so that's a bit of a drawback. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm tending to use the throttle. I'm still pedaling, but I'm using the throttle, which means it gives me a bit more control because it overrides the pedal assist. So if anybody knows out there where I can buy the control, the bit that sets the levels of the pedal assist, just that and nothing else, I'd be very grateful. Okay, so you can get in touch with me on YouTube or on my email address. That would be really useful. Anyway, Let's carry on to the park. So yeah, so I use the pedals because obviously I want to keep fit. But also don't want to speed at, you know, maximum power sort of thing all the time. So I'm just going to use batteries. So yeah, so if you get the kit, if you buy the kit, buy the pedal assist, oh my brakes, buy the speedometer and all the bit of the kit goes on, because you will regret it if you don't. I know it's going to cost you about another 60 quid, I think, something like that, but it is worth it, believe me. So, yeah. Fucking wanker. I tell you, some impatient arseholes, even when you keep over to the left, they still want to fucking get past you. Excuse my language, but it pissed me off. Bit of road race here. Don't normally have road race. People like that, you know what I mean? No need for it. Well, got some of these pads. I don't know what's going on with these pads. They break like hell, but also make a lot of noise doing it. I've tried cleaning them, I've tried everything, and it still seems to be doing it. I know I want the brake to work, I bloody never. You know what I mean? It seems to be the way the brakes are fitted. It's very weird. They vibrate. The actual metal parts vibrate back and forth. That's the noise you can hear. Not a brilliant system. It's very windy today. Torrential rain later. Cycling, of course. It really is. But apart from what I was telling you about pedal assist, I've had absolutely no issues with this kit at all. It works beautifully. It works absolutely amazing. It means I can go a lot further with less effort and still keep my exercise. I can go up with sisters. So most of that's uphill. So it's rather good. The weight, oh dear, as I explained when I was making it, the weight is pretty well balanced. I don't have a problem with the weight. Going around bends and all that, going around tight bends, no problem, not an issue. The only thing I would say is it has made a bit of an issue as far as our roads are not brilliant. And so if you hear a big bump, you know about it. You really do. You do know about it. It's got front suspension on this bike, but it hasn't got rear. Because of the extra weight, it can be a little bit unforgiving. But as I say, that is one of the drawbacks of having so much weight, you know. These batteries are 6 kilos each. There's 4 of them, so we're talking quite a bit of weight, really. But other than that, no issues at all. It's absolutely amazing. Well pleased with it. Very useful for commuting around, and you can even go on long trips with it. I haven't been on a massively long trip on it yet. Maybe the most I've probably done is probably about 20 miles. But yeah, no issues, no problem at all. Sorry, the second trip absolutely teamed out, and I mean it really did teamed out with rain. And I thought, oh dear, I hope I waterproof these batteries properly. But otherwise, with 80 amps running around underneath my nuts, I don't really fancy it shorting out. I've already seen what it can do. It blew me off. And with the weight of this bike, I'm surprised it was even be able to move it. Wind is unknown energy, isn't it? Crazy. I'm doing about 16 miles an hour, which is the actual supposed to be the sort of top speed we're allowed to do. Well, I'm in the park right now. I do have to be very careful because there are people about. I don't want any accidents. It's not worth it, and I don't want to give e-bike a bad name. You know? I think there's enough people out there already doing that. And before we know that, you know, the government will be putting restrictions on them, and bigger restrictions they've already got on them, in fact, which I don't want, you know. The idea of it is to be fun and make cycling easier, you know. I mean, if I wanted to pay out for a licence and tax and insurance and all that, I'd ride a motorbike again. You know, I rode motorcycles for years. Don't know all that hassle. I just want to get around at reasonable speed and be able to go wherever I want, you know. Simple as that, really. So, my brakes again. Right, well, I'm in a very nice park called Wandle Park. I'll show you. This is our local park, or one of our local parks. We've got many. Very pleasant. The weather's very pleasant today as well, so perfect. If you cycle around, it's about a mile. People go running and such like. And they sometimes have concerts here and other musical events. So it's widely used. A lot of people come here. So it's a very nice park. They've spent quite a lot of money on getting it right again, because it did go into disuse, you know, really. So they spent a lot of money on it and sorted it out, and people have now come back. I'll show you a bit more of it. Okay, there's some other shots of the park. Quite a large area. Also got a swing park for the children. Got a cafeteria as well. I should show you. So this is the swing park. And then you've got the cafeteria over there. So it's been very well thought out. Just thought you might want to have a look. There we go. Okay, a bit of an update really. Made a few mods since I actually put everything together, so I actually chicken power. Put a couple of charging ports in, so I charge my mobile, and also my front and back lights are also rechargeable, so I could in theory just charge them up on the go. They're connected to one of the batteries only. Also got a charging port, which is hidden under this plastic cover. The reason being is, you know, 36 volt, 48 volt, big water gets in there, so you can basically run with a large bang. That's a switch switching from run to charge, switching from one to the other. So that would be now charging if the plug was in there. That's the go. Oh yeah, fitted a rack. Bought this rack because I thought, well, it's quite useful now that I can carry a lot more as well and go distance. So I bought this rack from Poundland, is it? Poundland or Pound Stretchers. It's originally 14 quid, and the price had gone down and down and down until it was £5.99. And they were going quite quickly, so I thought, right, I'm going to get one of these. So when I looked at the prices, can be quite pricey. And that is something I'm only going to use occasionally. This can take a maximum of 25 kilos. So it's not bad though, 25 kilos, that's quite a good weight. It's alright, this little saddlebag thing, it's just something that I had, so I use it. So I do put my sandwiches in, well not sandwiches, but crisps or whatever, when I have my lunch at work. Right, the reason why I've put this on here, this bit of brass, is to take the magnetism away from the pedal assist. Because I did tell you about earlier that the pedal assist gives you full 1000 watts, you're gone. So that's not working very well at the moment. Well, it works, that's what it's supposed to, but I've shut it off so that it won't work, because as I say, I can't keep up with it at the moment. So somebody out there, as I said before, somebody out there knows where I can get the pedal assist controller, just that on its own, then email me or get in contact with me in some way. Yeah, I'll put my email address at the end of the video. I think I did put it on the first video as well, so but I'll put it on this one in case you saw this one before you saw the first one, me building it. Yeah, everything's working fine. Now they did say about putting this upside down, but it didn't seem to work very well that way. I couldn't seem to get it round, it wouldn't settle. This cover wasn't very well fitting, but it did fit perfectly this way. So what I did was, and it works absolutely brilliantly, is I filled it up with like a rubber mastic they use for sealing windows. Very cheap, about £3 for a long pot, and it is literally really it's rubber. Look, and it's very strong. So I filled it up with that. So no water's getting in, believe me. If it was going to get in there, it would have got in there the other night, because I had to go through sort of a bit of a river that was running across the road, and it absolutely perfect went across there, no problem at all. The only thing I did have a bit of an issue with was the controller. Now when I got water on this a couple of times, it caused some glitches. It made the motor react weird. So I don't think this is particularly waterproof, this. I have waterproofed it since. I've had it apart. I've put like some silicone grease through it, and all around these, all around the LED housings here, and all around the button. I've put like a silicone grease to stop water getting in there, because that upset the motor. It didn't like that at all. So yeah, be wary of that. I have seen people put a bit of plastic over it, so maybe that's the reason. You definitely need the braking system where it disables the motor when you're braking. Definitely need that for safety. Well worth it. Yeah, this is what I was trying to tell you about. This is a very weird arrangement. You see it welded here, and it's welded the other side. I've got off the park. The brakes are held down here, but this whole thing vibrates. This whole thing is vibrating. I've checked the welds. There don't appear to be any cracks or anything. So yeah, I'm a bit not too pleased with that. That makes a lot of vibration, and I do get a very similar problem with the back. It seems to vibrate as well. This whole assembly here seems to vibrate. We changed the pads from like some softer rubber ones to make this obviously brake better because of the weight of the batteries, you know. So yeah, I'm going to have to. So if anybody's got any ideas how to stop that vibrating or making that squeaking sound, that'd be great. So we're all here to help each other, as you know. So that's about all I can say, really. As I say, it's working brilliantly. The weight, I would say about the weight of a small moped. But that motor handles it, no problem at all. Works absolutely brilliantly. The only other thing I might have gone for would have been the throttle grip type. This can make your thumb ache a little bit. It's got a very strong spring on it, which obviously you need because you don't want it to stick on, because that would be dangerous. But it's also, you hold your thumb on there for a while and your thumb starts to, I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe because I'm old, getting arthritis in my thumb, don't know. But yeah, I'm used to using a throttle grip, obviously, from motorcycling days. So again, but it's more money, you know. I was going for the cheapest kit possible at the time. After all, this was an experiment, really, a bit of an experiment, and didn't really have a lot of funds to chuck at it, so, but I'm pleased. It's come out well. Pleased with the results. It's been reliable so far. I know it's only been a few weeks, but time will tell, and I will keep you in the loop. If you've got any questions, write it in the comments below, or you can write me an email. So I'm going to have a bit of a ride round now, and I'll see you about. Thanks for watching. Ugh.